From Slate, it turns out Lindsey Halligan was a fake prosecutor all along. A federal judge just ruled that President Trump's appointment of Lindsey Halligan as interim U.S. Attorney in Virginia was illegal, dismissing indictments against James Comey and Letitia James. Halligan, Trump's personal lawyer with no prosecutorial experience, was installed to charge political foes, but the court said it violated federal law limiting such appointments to 120 days. The indictments for perjury and mortgage fraud were tossed without prejudice, meaning they could theoretically be refiled, but it's unlikely due to integrity concerns. This highlights limits on executive power to avoid evading Senate confirmation and using prosecutors for retribution. Appeals are expected. From Alternet, Florida judge rules against Trump in lawsuit against Guardian newspaper. A Florida judge dismissed Trump media's lawsuit against The Guardian, ruling it a slap suit infringing on First Amendment rights. The suit stemmed from a 2023 article on a federal probe into $8 million loans to TMTG from shadowy entities, possibly tied to money laundering and Russian links. The judge said critical reporting on Trump couldn't prove actual malice, protecting press freedom in the case. This loss adds to Trump's legal setbacks, with The Guardian's anti-slap motion granted fully. From the Daily Beast, Bondi hit with lawsuit from DOJ official fired over honeypot sting. Fired DOJ official Joseph Schnitt is suing AG Pam Bondi and the government, claiming unlawful termination after a sting by James O'Keefe. Schnitt was recorded on a fake date discussing Epstein files, saying DOJ might redact conservative names, but he claims it was just opinion, not insider info. Bondi fired him for inappropriate remarks, but Schnitt argues it violated his First and Fifth Amendment rights and due process. He's seeking reinstatement, back pay, and a name-clearing hearing in this D.C. federal lawsuit. From CBS News, Trump proposal to exclude nursing as a professional degree sparks outcry. The Trump administration's proposal excludes nursing from professional degrees, capping grad loans at $20,500 yearly and $100,000 lifetime. This stems from a new law to curb debt, but nursing advocates say it could worsen shortages by limiting access to advanced degrees. Professions like medicine and law get higher caps, while nursing, physical therapy, and others face restrictions. Critics call it a gut punch to the field. The Ed Department says 95% won't be affected and aims to lower tuition, but groups hope for changes before final rule. From Esquire, the U.S. judge on the Comey case basically just told Trump and Pam Bondi to shove it. Judge Cameron Curry dismissed indictments against James Comey and Letitia James, ruling Lindsey Halligan's appointment as U.S. Attorney invalid. Halligan, unqualified and Trump's lawyer, was unlawfully installed after the 120-day limit, evading Senate confirmation. The judge called it a circumvention of law, preventing the executive from stacking interim appointments indefinitely. Charges were bogus, appeals loom, but it underscores checks on the power for political representation. From Newsweek, Donald Trump destroying U.S. cattle industry, market operator warns. Market operator Jim Herzog blasts Trump for destroying U.S. cattle, citing falling futures amid beef import plans from Argentina. Beef prices are up 15% due to demand and low supply, but imports and tariff cuts are undercutting ranchers' profits. Farmers like John Boyd say it's ruined markets. USDA defends efforts to lower consumer prices and support producers. Plant closures add pain. Probe into packers ongoing, but ranchers fear long-term damage. And as always, thank you for the like, comment, and subscription.